Hey guys, it's Jackie here to talk about How to Get Away with Murder Season 2, Episode 7, I Want You to Die. Alright, there's a lot of things I want to talk about with this episode, so let's just get right into it. There was no way I was not talking about this episode, because it was just, I have lots of thoughts. So, we have two really quick flash forwards to the night Annalise is shot in this episode. One that shows that Wes has Levi's gun. Now, do I think Wes shot Annalise? No. And we also see that Bonnie, it looks like she pushed Emily Sinclair, the ADA, off the roof of the Hapstall mansion. I'm not entirely sold on Bonnie having killed the ADA either. Now, could she have motive? Especially to shoot Annalise after this episode, but we'll get back to that. I just feel like it's never what you think it is. Looks can be deceiving here, so I'm not entirely sold on it being either of them, even though that's what it looks like. Because, when is it ever what it looks like? So, I don't really think it was Wes or Bonnie at this point. Yeah. I mean, the people we haven't seen much of this night are Frank and Nate. Just throwing that out there. And Nate could have a really good motive, maybe. I don't know. So, I mean, I'm not entirely sure who it was. Those are just some random thoughts about it, so there you go. Now, this ADA, man, I can totally see why someone would want to off her. She is just so annoying, and everyone, seems to, not like her. She is rubbing a lot of people the wrong way. And in this episode, she tried to get Nate tried for his wife's murder, and then Eve comes back to represent Nate. Now, though, Nate gets off because the toxology shows that the drug was not in Nate's wife's system, and presumably Eve switched the results. Now, I'm really glad about that because I feel like, I don't know what your personal opinions are on this subject, but I don't think Nate deserves to go to jail for murder because this was what his wife wanted. She wanted to die. She asked him to give her these pills. And before that, she'd asked Annalise, and she wanted to die, and he didn't want her to be in pain anymore. She wasn't living. She was alive, but she was stuck in this hospital in pain, unable to do anything for herself. And this is what she wanted. She was, she was of sound mind to ask for it. She was sure this is what she wanted. And Nate loved her, so he couldn't stand to see her being miserable anymore and gave her what she wanted. So that's just my opinion on it. I don't know what yours is, but I'm glad Nate's not going to go to jail for this. I don't think he deserves to, personally. There's also this whole Asher and Bonnie thing going on in this episode now. When we found out that this girl was gang raped at Trotter Lake, I was horrified. One, because rape is horrifying, and secondly, because I really love Asher, and I would be so upset if Asher raped someone, because rape is an inexcusable action. If you rape someone, you are scum, and you're dead to me. So, had we found out that Asher raped this girl, I would have been like, bye, done with you. Bye, Felicia, to reference this episode. Yeah, bye, Felicia, done. Anyways, but it turns out that it's a lot more complicated than that. This girl was gang raped at a party Asher was throwing while Asher was passed out downstairs with no knowledge of what was happening. And while he saw her crying, he did not know that she was raped at the time and found out once his father started covering it up. And this is obviously a very complicated situation. I feel like Asher does deserve forgiveness eventually because he is very sorry. It seems like he has a lot of remorse and regret for this, and, he's not happy with what he did, I think. So, I feel like he does deserve forgiveness. I kind of almost have a feeling like Asher's going to try to do something to, make up for this. I don't know. Just a feeling. So, I feel like eventually he does deserve to be forgiven, He didn't sexually assault her himself, thank God. I mean, yes, what he did was horrible, but I feel like he does deserve forgiveness. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Because, he clearly regrets it, so. But I totally understand why Bonnie is not so forgiving, especially now that we know that she was in fact sexually abused by her father. I was thinking that maybe Annalise made that up, but turns out it was true. So I was wrong. Sorry, guys. And when Bonnie finds out that Annalise showed Asher that video, she is livid. She goes off on Annalise and gives the title line, "I want you to die." She tells Annalise, "I wish you died instead of Sam." Now, I mean, she's like, Sam wouldn't do this to me. Well, honey, Sam was a scumbag. I don't know about that. But she is just so mad at Annalise. She is done with Annalise and does have enough motive to possibly shoot her in 4 days' time. Yeah, this episode takes place like 4 days before Annalise is shot. So it's going to come really, really soon. And so then also in this episode, which is chock full of stuff, Annalise is talking to Eve, and Eve asks her why she goes to such lengths to protect Wes, some random student. And Annalise basically tells Eve, this isn't some random student, she says it's him. And when she says that, Eve automatically knows what Annalise means and tells Annalise what a great person she is. Now, everyone is saying, oh, this proves it. Wes is Annalise's son. Now, I am not so sure. I do think that is a possibility that he is her son, but I'm not entirely sold on it because I do still feel this weird sexual tension between Wes and Annalise. It makes me uncomfortable whenever they're alone together. I would hope that if he's her son, she wouldn't make these sexual advances towards him, or at least these sexually awkward things that she does. Like, you guys all get this weird vibe between them too, right? It's not just me being a creep. Like, so I would hope that she wouldn't act that way to her own son. And also, Wes said his mother, like, he said he was born in Haiti, and his mother gave up everything to move him to the United States. So, why would Annalise, like, give birth to Haiti, and give her son to a woman in Haiti, and then fly back to the U.S., and then, like, I don't understand, like, exactly how that works. So maybe Annalise and Wes's mother actually knew each other. This is the theory I'm going with right now. Perhaps Wes's mother was a client at some point of Annalise's, and Annalise promised Wes's mother that she would look after him. Perhaps that's why she's doing so much to protect Wes. Hey, I just thought of this. Wasn't Wes originally waitlisted to go to Middleton? Maybe Annalise is why he got in. Maybe she's been watching him from afar and protecting him his whole life. Well, ever since his mom died, anyway. And now she's trying to get him closer to her so she can keep a closer eye on him. Just a theory. That's what I'm going with as of right now. And the other big thing in this episode, so I loved the Oliver scenes with him and the rest of the Keating squad. His interactions with Frank were very humorous. I enjoyed those. But at the end of this episode, a plan to trap Philip, the illegitimate son of the Hapstall aunt, goes horribly wrong when instead of meeting Connor for this date they've scheduled, Philip goes to Connor and Oliver's apartment and walks in really creepily behind Oliver and just says, "Hi, Oliver, how's your night going?" and scares the crap out of poor little Ollie, by the way. And I was just, like, terrified. My mom had to leave the room because she was convinced that Oliver was about to be psycho-murdered. She was like, I gotta go, I can't see this, bye, tell me when it's over. And I thought he was gonna die for a second, too. I was, like, on the edge of my seat, like, no, not sweet little Oliver, please, you can't hurt Oliver, please. Don't have to repair on his precious little head. Is Oliver going to die? I'm not entirely sure. We do know from next week's promo that he goes missing, and so he's not murdered in his apartment, which is a good sign. So I kind of want to say that Oliver is alive. Maybe that's just me being hopeful, but I just kind of have a feeling. And I think someone said that the two actors were tweeting about a scene or something that we haven't seen yet, so perhaps there's still hope that Ollie is alive. I hope so. I like him a lot. He's like such a sweet little, precious little muffin, Oliver is. think that's everything about this episode. Tell me what you think. Please like this video if you enjoyed it. Do you guys want me to keep recapping How to Get Away with Murder? You know, if I'm gonna make these videos, it would be nice to have some incentive to know people are watching them. So let me know if you want me to keep at it. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and until next time, thanks, bye!